Once upon a time, in a small village nestled among the mountains, there lived a wise old master named Han. He was known far and wide for his wisdom and his ability to simplify complex ideas. Many travelers would journey to seek his guidance, hoping to find answers to their deepest questions. One day, a young scholar arrived at Han's humble cottage. The scholar was well versed in knowledge and had acquired numerous degrees, yet he found himself lost and confused, overwhelmed by the complexity of the world. Seeking solace, he sought Han's counsel. "Master Han," the scholar pleaded, "I have spent years studying, gaining knowledge, and accumulating information. Yet the more I learn, the more I feel lost. Everything seems so complicated. What can I do to find simplicity amidst this chaos?" Han smiled and invited the scholar to sit with him under a blooming cherry tree. He took a deep breath, inhaling the fresh mountain air, and then began to share a story. Long ago, there was a rich merchant who owned a magnificent palace filled with treasures from all corners of the world. One day, a humble monk visited the merchant and asked for a meal. Seeing the monk's humble attire, the merchant reluctantly agreed, but insisted on serving an extravagant feast. As the monk sat at the lavish table, he noticed a beautiful porcelain bowl adorned with intricate patterns. The monk gently asked the merchant if he could borrow the bowl to hold a simple portion of rice. Curious, the merchant granted the monk's request, wondering why a simple bowl would be of interest to him. The monk put a humble serving of rice into the magnificent bowl and smiled, content with his meal. In that moment, the merchant realized the monk's wisdom, the power of simplicity. He had spent his entire life amassing possessions, believing that they held the key to happiness and fulfillment. However, he realized that a humble monk found contentment in a simple meal served in a plain bowl. Overwhelmed by this realization, the merchant vowed to change his ways. He sold his extravagant palace, distributed his possessions, and dedicated the rest of his life to simplicity. And in doing so, he discovered true happiness and a sense of inner peace that he had never experienced before. The scholar pondered over the story, absorbing its meaning in the stillness of the moment. Finally, he turned to Han and asked, "Master Han, how can I apply the power of simplicity in my own life?" Han looked at the scholar with kind eyes and replied, "Simplicity begins with letting go, my young friend. Let go of the burden of excessive knowledge and of trying to understand everything. Embrace the beauty of small acts of kindness and being fully present in the moment. Do not get caught up in the complexities of the world, for it is in simplicity that we find clarity and peace." The scholar nodded, feeling a weight lift from his shoulders. From that day forward, he embarked on a journey to simplify his life, letting go of unnecessary distractions and embracing a more mindful existence. And so, the scholar learned that true wisdom lay not in the accumulation of knowledge, but in the power of simplicity, a lesson he shared with others, inspiring them to seek a simpler, more fulfilling path. Remember, dear friend, that amidst the chaos and complexity of life, it is simplicity that can guide us towards a more meaningful existence. Embrace it, and you will find the peace and clarity you seek.